everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Giants are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against that Jets defense that wants to get off the field.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Between the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. In motion right comes Cobb. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Kaiser. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Gordon on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Williams. Powers through. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll drop the throw. Going for it all. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Point after now from Sturgis. And it is now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Going underneath for Gordon. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Here we go.
Second down, Kaiser. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Give to Williams, running right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. So that one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 1:59 to go in the first half. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Spinning away. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Kaiser now. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
In motion, Anunwa. Back to throw here. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash. And this one just a chippy. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets. I guess visiting, if you want to call them that, in their home stadium, on top over the Giants. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. On the toss, here's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
In motion, Anunwa. Back to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
He'll look to throw. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Safarian Jenkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance. Out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. Nifty move by Gordon. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 74 yards. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Second and goal from the 7. Here's Gordon. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Meanwhile, down in Philly, now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They run it again with Williams. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Kaiser to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, Williams looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Caught left side, Williams. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Kaiser now on second down. This is Gordon on the dump off. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demario Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
On play action, Kaiser. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Let's go.
First down, Kaiser. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This is going to be Shepard on the end around. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but it's been a struggle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right at the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. In motion, Anunwa. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Jets on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. In motion, Safarian Jenkins. Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. There he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now from Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Come on, let's go!
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Fourth down, Kaiser, desperation time. He's going to let it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.